Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. Today we'll learn how to play I'm on Fire by Bruce Springsteen. So besides being just, a beautiful song here, we have a cool little picking pattern that just repeats the entire time, and it's a great little picking exercise because it makes you arpeggiate the chords, and then it also makes you control the sound of the strings with some slight muting the entire time. Alright, so let me just break it down. We just have a few different sections here to get underneath your fingers. Let's break down the picking pattern first. Now, let's start it here. The first chord is really an E power chord. If you want to look at it like, we just have the standard E power chord, low E open string. We're in standard tuning, by the way, here. And then we're going to have a bar just across the second fret on the A and the D. And then the pinky is going to play the 4th fret on the G string. It's basically doubling that beat. Big power chord there. And across those 4 strings, we're going to play the picking pattern. Now that picking pattern is based on these 4 strings, and it's going to start like this. It starts on the lowest string and picks 3 downstrokes. Now you notice that first one is held just a little longer. And then down, down. So all 3 down. And then you're going to start with an upstroke on the G string. 2 upstrokes go up on the G, up on the D, then down on the A string, and then up on the D. So we have this. So just repeat that again and in. So remember, the very first note of the patterns is played a little longer. Alright, so after doing the full picking pattern 4 times there on that chord, we switch to a C sharp minor chord, which is the 4th fret here. You don't have to do the full bar, just play the 4th fret on the A string, 6th fret on the D, 6th fret on the G, and a 5th fret on the B string. So in those 4 middle strings, you're going to do the same picking pattern now. You're just going to move them to these 4 strings. So the first note now is going to be on the A string. Alright, and then you repeat back at the E power chord, the E5 chord, whatever you want to call it. And then back to the C sharp minor. Alright, so that's the intro of the song. Now the vocals come in and we have this pattern. Alright, so the picking pattern is pretty much the same there, except on the E5 chord, instead of the last note being on the D string, we're going to do the last upstroke is going to be on the G instead. Everything else is exactly the same, so it looks like this. Alright, so that's going to be something he varies throughout the song. A lot of times when the vocals are going, he's going to end on that high note. And when there's no vocals going, if it's just like the organ patch or the vocals at the end or whatever, he ends on the D string. That's the only chord there's any kind of variation on. Alright, so we have that picking pattern during the verse where we have it just for 4 times on the E5 chord, E power chord. Then we go to an A major chord. You can play that with just a bar across the second fret, across the B, G, and the D string with the open A. Then now you're just playing the 4 middle strings. You're going to do the picking pattern on the 4 middle strings. The same as you pick the C sharp minor. So you pick the pattern twice there, now twice on the C sharp minor. Alright, so far during the vocals, we have, it's really the chorus of the song is the verse. It's just kind of it's one of those songs, it's just they're kind of one and the same. So we start with 4 times of the picking pattern. Twice on the A, twice on the C sharp minor. Then once on the A, then once on B major. So you can just take it, just play the second fret on the A, and then bar. I usually bar that with my pinky, but you can just use your third finger, which most people do, across the 4th fret on the B, G, and the D string. So 1 time there. So we have the A, B, and then the E5 twice. You should start over. Alright, from this part of the song we go back into an instrumental section of the song where he rotates the first 2 chords he started the song with. So this time it starts with a C sharp though, the C sharp minor, so 4 times. Then back. Alright, so that little section I just played is also the end of the song where he's kind of doing the falsetto vocals at the very end. So you're just going to take the same 2 chords starting on the C sharp minor. Now, the first time you hear this part, as soon as he leaves that, he has this one kind of strange section of how the chords work at least. Now it happens at the 1 minute and 15 second mark. And it's the only thing that we haven't covered yet. And it's just basically this. It's going to be the A major, the picking pattern done twice there. Then once on the E. And then straight to the C sharp minor 4 times. And then from there he just goes back to the standard chorus or whatever. Alright, so let's go through the approach one more time. This happens at the 1 minute and 15 second mark. It's the pattern twice on the A, once on the E, and then straight to the C sharp minor 4 times. It's odd because it's an odd number of measures or times of doing it, so it's just feels kind of weird. But he goes straight back from that point back to the standard chorus, which is easy to follow. All right, so this is a great picking exercise. You got to make sure you keep your wrist and your forearm nice and relaxed while you're practicing that. You might want to just play, say, just the A major and just practice. Remember that first note is a little longer until it feels nice and comfortable and really second nature to you, and then you can just add the chords to it. All right, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.